What's up, budget buddies? It's Kim. Welcome to Debt to None. Am I crazy or just overambitious? I want to get proactive, like really get into it. Just dig my hands into that emergency fund. What are you saying? Are you nuts? With this debt-free journey, I am so anxious to be done with my debt. I went pretty hard last year. I have spurts even now where I just go all out. But right now, I'm focused on stacking the cash. I'm concentrating on my savings. It's time for me to bulk up that emergency fund for real so that when those large expenses come, I'm not caught off guard and I'm not tempted to add more debt. Why do you need emergency fund? Well, let's say you lose your job. Your mate loses their job. And how are the bills going to get paid? Having that cash readily available, either in cash or in a savings account collecting interest, whatever is your preference, having that available for when these unforeseen occurrences occur, then you've got something to pay your expenses with. I'm on my way to $10,000. Yeah, I know I'm only starting off with 2,000 right now. Had to start over because I threw a chunk towards my debt to pay off that dental loan that I got hit with in January. I'm still so excited about that. I know I keep talking about it, but that was a big win for me. 3 months, $7,000 is knocked out. I'm so grateful I was able to do that. I don't make that much money. I think when I did my taxes, I made about $45,000 last year. So, I mean, yeah, it's livable for sure, but it's pretty modest. I don't know if you saw my last video. That was all about the savings plan, but the one before that where I rolled out my new debt repayment plan, I've changed it already. I've decided that I'm going to pay minimum payments towards all three debts so that I can just stack the cash. I want to bulk up my savings as big as possible between now and September, collect as much interest as I can in my little checking account. And then when September comes around and I get that matured CD, I'll go ahead, pay off all the outstanding debt, and then continue to save my money. That's the plan. The reason why I'm changing it up is because, yeah, they are all three 0% interest balances on the three credit cards. So I'm not fired up like I was with my car loan last year, like I was with the dental loan recently. I'm just not as fired up to pay it off in a hurry like I was before. It's going to get paid off in September. If it was accruing interest, I would be more fired up. If I wasn't receiving the funds from the CD, then I would end up paying it off probably a month before each balance transfer promo rate expired. That's probably what I would have done had I not been receiving this larger amount of money in September. I wonder what it would be like to not have to pay expenses every month. Like just to kind of, purchase things as you need. But what would it be like to not have to pay like your mortgage every month or your utilities, your internet, those more fixed expenses? Utilities is more of a guesstimate, but still, what would that be like? I kind of want to know. No, I really do want to know. What would that be like? Where my checking account is not being debited for those expenses throughout the month for 6 months straight. So I've decided that I am going to pay my expenses 6 months in advance. But let me tell you how I'm going to do it. So, yes, I will be saving all this money up for an emergency fund. My emergency fund is going to be it's going to be more twofold funds. One fund is for loss of income. The other fund is for large expenses that are totally unexpected and you got to do it now. I don't have time to save up for it. I wouldn't have time to save up for it kind of thing. So I'll be saving up for that and saving up for the income. I'm not going to actually give the companies all this money in advance. That probably wouldn't be wise. I don't know. I mean, maybe some people do that when they say I'm paying my whatever. I'll show you what I'm going to do. So here's my little chart situation. It's pretty much similar to every other chart that I have, because I just copy and paste and stick to the same structure of everything. So I know how much monthly that I'll need. I have that in one column. And then in the other column, I've calculated how much those expenses would cost me in 6 months, paying them for 6 months. So it gets kind of bulky. Now, I haven't calculated every single expense that I take care of throughout the month, because some are a little harder. But those that I didn't include are so small and kind of sporadic, I didn't feel the need to include them in this fund. So I included the ones that are more definite and easier for me to calculate. So that's what you see here. So everything's not included. Towards the bottom of the chart, I do have the things that I have not included in my 6-month fund. The reason why I did that is because I wanted to know about how much money will I be spending every month after I've paid all these other expenses ahead for 6 months. Let's talk about what I mean when I say pay ahead. Let's get into it. I have my mortgage here, which is actually going to be like 722.84 or something like that. I decided to round up to 725 just to make it easier with the numbers. 6 months in advance will be 43.50. So I will save up that 43.50, and then I'm going to just go ahead and, when I'm ready, move it over to a separate account. So it's not like I'm actually paying it in advance, because that's not going to help me. If I was to give them $4,000, they would still be waiting for their $722 the very next month. So I'm just going to move it into a separate account. So when you see some of these, that's all I'm doing. I'm moving it into a separate account, and everything's going to be paid out of that account. The ones that I can't pay ahead. There's some things I can pay ahead and I have no problem paying it in advance. And so I'll talk about that. So in that third column for each category, all the way to the right, is this pay column. And I have like dates and then these letters, which is telling me what account that to move these funds to, so that they can be paid when the time comes. So for me, because I'll be saving up all of this money, if you look down at the total, 6-month total in this first column is $7,800, and that's including just those 4 categories. If you jump down to this other column, which is the 12 months ahead goal, the total for these categories, these 5 categories, is a little under $1,900. What I've decided to do is I'll do these in separate transactions, but I'm going to pay some expenses a year ahead. Obviously, most of these are paid yearly. I mean, it's not shocking. Your license plate, obviously, that's once a year. Homeowners insurance is once a year. I am now responsible for that. My toll replenish, that's my iPass. I have no problem putting this money on it. I need it. We're always charged to get on these roads over here in the Chicagoland area. If you know, you know. So that will be, put on there, no problem. And then subscriptions, Hulu and iCloud, that will be moved into a separate account and then debited from that account. And then Mint Mobile is only paid once a year. That's how it goes, right? So that's that 12 months ahead goal, super easy. And that $1,878, round up to $1,900, that's that won't be too difficult for me to save up and go ahead and pay. No problem. But the 6 month ahead, and the reason why it's only 6 months ahead is because, I mean, 15 grand is different from 7,800. So I will be concentrating this whole time between now and next year. This is not going to take place until next year. If you saw my last video where I was rolling out the savings plan and you saw these charges that were coming out, and I was like, I'll talk about it in another video. Well, the $1,700 was for the 12-month ahead fund. And the reason why it was only $1,700, I think it's because like my phone bill is not due till May. So in March, I have like $1,700 coming out March of next year to pay these expenses 1 year in advance. And then come May 3rd, that's my phone bill. I'll go ahead and pay my phone. So then those expenses will be taken care of. I have set in July of next year that I'm going to pay these first 3 categories 6 months in advance. And it's just like what I said, the mortgage is going to get moved over to the Marcus Goldman Sachs account, and then it'll be paid to my lender from that account. It's connected to my checking account with my credit union, so it's easy to do stuff like that with them. And then my utilities is going to be on a separate debit card account, a separate debit account, separate from my credit union, as well as my internet, Xfinity internet. And of course, auto insurance, that's direct, paid direct, but that's not due till, or that won't be paid until May. So these first 3, if you remember in my savings plan, that I think it was around $6,700 is going to need to come out in July of my account and be moved to where it needs to be. And yeah, and then in May, I'll pay my insurance. So that's my plan. My reason for doing this, I've decided in my mind, I just think that I'm going to be doing this regularly just to, I don't know, just to be ahead on my bills and see how much, like, how different does a month go? And what's that like? What's that like for 6 months to go by and you're not, like, your checking account is not really moving that much. You're just saving. What is that like? I'm curious. If this is something that I'm like, yeah, I kind of like that feeling, then I feel like that would be the motivation, part of the motivation, or yeah, a big part of the motivation for me to go ahead and get rid of the mortgage, which is the largest, a regular expense that I have, of course. Yeah, that's just, I don't know, something I just want to give a shot to and see. I'm curious to see how much money I can actually continue to like stack up before I start doing these payouts towards these large expenses. I mapped it out a little bit in my last video, but those numbers aren't accurate because it doesn't include the interest. And so I'm excited to see, like, what am I really looking at? So yeah, that's my plan. I'm doing a 6 month ahead fund, and then I'm getting all the money out of my checking account so that the only thing that will be going out from month to month for 6 months will be down here, these categories that are, that I did not include, and it's around 400, and we'll just round up, $430 a month. $430 a month going out of my account, and that's it, is crazy to me. I just want to feel what that's like. So that is my plan That's like, I don't know what I'm excited about. To get to my savings goal quicker, I like I said, I've decided I'm going to pay minimum payments towards those 3 outstanding credit cards up until September. And the reason why I'm saying quicker is because the higher the balance in my account, the more interest I'll be earning between now and September. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and get as much interest from from these people as I can. Since my debt is 0% interest, why not? And then I'll go ahead and pay everything off in full the beginning of September, and then we're just going to keep on rolling with the savings. And there you have it. That's how I'm going to do my 6-month ahead fund. So to help me to keep track of all these numbers, I'm going to go back to doing savings challenges. I'm going to break out the prop money again because I don't think I need anything tangible in my hands. I mean, I think I've shown that I guess I don't really need that. But to have the something physical to kind of look at in each category and stuff the envelope as I go and be like, okay, this category is fully funded. Okay, moving on to this one. This category is fully funded. I don't know if that's easier for me or just more interesting. It's probably just more interesting, I mean, because money, I mean, I don't know. You got direct deposit, it goes to your checking account, you just spend what you need to spend and let the rest sit there and it's like done. But that's so boring. It's so boring if you're a content creator too. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make the new dashboards or order them. There's so many talented people out there that make these supplies. So maybe I'll just order some personalized ones with these specific categories. Anyone that makes special orders. Mhm. Of course, I do not have enough prop cash. Mm-mm. I might have to be like Michelle. What's up, Michelle? Free2Fly. What is her name? Michelle's Journey. Michelle, you know who you are. Everyone knows who you are. I'm just stuck with Michelle Free2Fly because that's y'all know. Maybe I should just be like her and just make it, make the prop money. She made some on Canva. I do like the realistic prop money. I'm not gonna lie. I like the real where you gotta look twice. Like, is that real? Because I don't know. No one in my house, no one in my house is gonna take it. No one cares. It's been sitting out here like since the last time you see me with prop cash. It's just been sitting here all nice and neat in the tray, collecting dust, basically. So I don't have to worry about anyone, robbing me for my prop cash. But, I also feel a certain kind of way about spending money right now, too, because I had to buy that. But, whatever. I mean, I like playing with stuff. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just buy some more because I don't have this kind of money. I don't think I should count it, but there's no way. I don't think there's any way that I have like 10,000. I probably realistically would need about $10,000 worth of prop cash. But the good thing is I can just make those placeholders, for the prop money. Some of the budgeters already have given me some. I know Tess gave me some like really cute one. I think a couple. I love that. So, and maybe some of the ones that I already have, maybe I'll just go ahead and, make them larger, like the $1,000 prop bills. Maybe I should just do that. Right. Look, I just solved my problem. Thank you. You guys helped. I feel like someone was yelling, make $1,000 ones. That way you don't have to buy anything. You guys are so smart. Thank you for that. Yes. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Make a few more $1,000 prop it sounds so weird. Placehold, thank you. A couple more $1,000 placeholders for my prop money. So I don't have to purchase any more prop cash while I'm on this savings journey. And then I'm going to get back into the savings challenges so that I will be purchasing because I need something fun, because I feel like this is going to be drawn out. We're talking like a year of savings. Ow. I mean, in my mind, I'm like, that's so boring. You're not doing anything. I mean, yeah, you're doing something. And it is more fulfilling to save than pay off debt. I don't know. But I'm just like, oh my gosh, am I going to lose my mind doing this for this long? I don't know. We'll see. But that's the plan. Savings challenges, again, I'm going to get some new ones, ones that will make stuffing these categories fun. Any suggestions? Go ahead and leave them in comments what you think I should get. There's so many that I've been watching and I'm like, oh, I want that. Like, struggle, Liz and Les, she's got the struggle one. That's just fun. I love stuff like that. I play games like that. There's so many. Oh gosh, there's so many. It's like, and of course I can't even remember anything else right now. Man, there's like a million out there to choose from. So, and you look at my totals, you see that some I need larger savings amounts on some, and then some smaller ones. So I can mix and match it. But I'm excited. We're doing something new. The savings challenges that I already have, I'm going to put them on hold, except for I will use the scratch offs because that can be used for anything. So any scratch offs that I've already purchased, you will see them again. Yeah, I'm excited. So back to savings challenge videos. I hope you guys will like that kind of, I don't know. I'm just going to record it. I don't know. I haven't done it in so long. So I have no idea, but yeah, Richard and Leonard, they're probably going to come back. They've been doing other things. They've been they've been pursuing other avenues for income. But yeah, I'm gonna need my cameraman back. So yeah, so they'll be making some cameo appearances again. Yeah, we're gonna get this going. I'm excited at the same time nervous because I'm super unorganized and like spastic in my mind. And I've said this before, I do get overwhelmed pretty easy when I'm trying to do too much. Savings challenges, they have overwhelmed me in the past where I just froze and I was like, I can't do this. I felt like I was just trying to do too much at once and it made me nuts. So I don't want to repeat that. I need to really get some good structure here so I don't lose my mind like I did before. And then I just stopped. I admire you guys that can just do so many different savings challenges, and you guys are great at it. There's so many of you that just literally have me in awe on the other side of, the screen where I'm just like, what? Look at her. She is going through a lot of challenges. Like, what? I mean, and just so on point, like, okay, and then moving on to this one. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. I'm just like, woo. And then the one, just stuffing and talking and chatting and chat. I'm just like, I am like, not like that. I am unorganized. I don't know. Thank you everyone who entered my giveaway. So let's see who won. Remember, you just had to be publicly subscribed. Congratulations, girl. I'm so happy for you. But that's all I have for you today, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. Let me know what savings challenges that you are enjoying right now. I'm back on the prowl. I'm going to be in your shop shopping, if you have a shop, looking for challenges that will suit my needs. I'm excited to get this started again. I think I can do this. Yeah. Ramp up the savings. We're gonna stack the cash. I'll be right back at you with another video. This is my goal. This is my plan, and I am going to get it done. Yes. So, I hope that I see you next time.